where
Oh,
let's go.
well, no, you can talk about it while.
Yeah, well, might as well you talk about anything else, you bastard.
I just found a recipe. I thought I saw something like that, man. Potato tacos. So, man.
Hey, Pedro, did you promote the show?
No, I haven't.
Good job.
Hola, amigos. Welcome to the Mark Out.
Yeah, we're a mess. We're a mess. We're a mess.
I am Pedro. I have an issue with my camera. This happened last week too. I don't know what's going on. I'm having an issue on Saturday mornings with my camera, but we're live. We got James, the extremely annoyed Sarno, because we were roasting him last night unfairly. James, I just want you to know, I told Stephanie what happened on the stream. Stephanie got on my case. Why were you doing that to James? Well,
Thank you, Stephanie, for standing up for me. I appreciate it. Because Bert and Ernie over here are idiots. But yeah, thanks.
And we also have the God of Thunder, Zeus King Dark. How are you? I said dark like dork. I apologize.
Did you say dork on golf?
It's my pronunciation issues. The AR and OR sounds always sound the same with me. But how are you?
I'm good because I just ate breakfast.
Tell everyone what you had. Tell everyone
what you had. Tacos de papa.
Tacos de papa. Look at this.
Mashed potato tacos, and you fry them, and then you put salsa and crema and salsa picante on there.
So how when you say you fried the mashed potatoes, like you just put mashed potatoes in and you fried them, or did you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then you fry it. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if maybe you mixed it like an egg mixture thing with the potatoes, kind of like a potato pancake or something.
No, I didn't do that. I did put some seasonings and some herbs and queso fresco in the potatoes.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of nice flavor to
it. James, have you ever heard of an Etrusco?
No. What's that?
So my mom she would take leftovers and she would make something and just call it an Etrusco. So she had two different kind of Etruscos. There was what we would call like the burrito Etrusco, and then there was the eggy Etrusco. So there's one where she takes leftovers, mixes it with potatoes and eggs, and we would call that the eggy Etrusco because it'd be this weird mystery patty thing. And then the other Etrusco would be taking leftovers, wrapping it in tortillas, baking it in the oven, and feeding it to you. So I didn't know if you'd ever heard of an Etrusco.
No, I'm good. Never heard of that. I'm good. I got a Etrusco on one side, except for the fucking future over here on the other side. How are we limited with all this food? Look at this. Hey, unbelievable.
Hey, since we're talking about food, do you guys know what today is?
I don't.
It is National Barbecue Day. They've been promoting it for like 2 weeks here in like
I need an excuse to eat pulled pork.
So it's National Barbecue Day. So.
Oh, there it is. That's all I said. That's it. I'm ordering from Manny's. Manny's barbecue. Yum yum.
Nice.
Yum yum yum.
And my stomach is growling on cue. Very nice. What's been going on?
Fucking baked mac and cheese with some bacon bits on top. Yeah.
Oh man,
6 heart attack coming.
What's going on? What's been happening?
Well, I tried to watch SmackDown last night. Oh.
Was it bad?
What did we tell you? Just wait till the next day. Watch the highlights.
I know, but only watch it for feed influence because everything else sucks. So, I don't know when they're coming on or if the highlights are good. Yeah, so I sat through almost 3 hours of that shit, and all they had was a 1 minute backstage segment. I was pissed. No match, no nothing.
Wah, wah, wah.
Exactly. But it just is, I mean, oh man, it's horrible. I mean, whoever said NXT was the worst show on TV clearly has not watched SmackDown. Oh my God. Oof, that's rough. It's just no bueno. And then even the backstage segments, it's like all the talent is struggling to say their lines. You know, if it's not coming from the top of the head, they're like struggling to say because that's how bad the writing is. You know. I gotta send Road Dogg an apology card, man. My bad, man.
I told
My bad.
you, he's always he said he was always having to rewrite shit at the last minute, and it is
yeah. Wow, I mean, it got worse. It got worse since you left. I didn't think it would get any worse. It got worse. I mean, yeah, Chelsea Green last night, she was struggling just to say the lines, and it just wasn't good. It was not good content.
Chelsea Green was struggling.
Chelsea,
she's always so good with stuff.
Yeah, she was trying to make chicken salad out of chicken shit. You know, it just didn't sound good. You know, her and Tiffany Stratton both looked like they didn't want to be there because, I mean, like the lies that they were given were pure caca. It's horrible. But you know, hey, what are you gonna do?
Did y'all hear about Marty Jannetty?
Oh God!
What now?
His foot's been amputated.
Oh well, we knew that was coming. I mean, the way it's been bad for a long time.
What's he doing? Heroin or what's the problem?
I mean, his ankle's been messed up for years. So
him and Buff Bagwell could get together and run a marathon.
Oh damn!
Woo! No, yeah, I shouldn't say that, but yeah, but his foot's been bad for years, so I'm not surprised. I
mean, it's after everything else he's done and said and claimed and things. Just, I mean, it's sad because, you know, for a lot of people, you know, they felt like, you know, he was like, you know, he was kind of the glue of the Rockers, where Sean was, you know, the ultra flashy one. But, you know, I mean, they both loved to party. That, you know, that's why they got fired once.
Yeah. I like what Becky Lynch was like. She was calling out. She was calling out Rhea Ripley, and Io Sky came on instead of Rhea Ripley. And Becky Lynch goes, "Oh, I want to Shawn Michaels, not Io Jannetty."
Damn.
I was like, oh shit.
Damn.
Yeah, but you're right, Zeus. He was the glue at one point. You know, I mean, you know, he was the guy because, you know, Shawn Michaels always flipping his hair. You know.
Yeah, but I mean, even before they like they turned and everything, you know, it just.
Yeah.
I mean, but
in the AWA they started that shit.
I mean, he had a decent little run there after the breakup. I mean, he did beat Sean for the belt one time, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, you know, get well soon, dude. I hope you get your shit together, because.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, he's got issues.
Definitely.
Yeah. I mean, who will ever forget? She was like my daughter, but she hot too.
Stop.
Stop. Oh, that was so terrible.
Stop.
It was.
Stop.
It was so bad. It was so. It's like, what level of drugs is this guy on?
That man has issues, bro.
Meth seems to bring everyone together in weird ways. But,
oh man.
Okay, tell us all about SmackDown. What was tell us how bad it was.
Well, I try to block that out of my mind, but it's
late.
just, yeah. I mean, all right. So Gunther's supposed to challenge Cody Rhodes for the belt, right? For the strap in Italy, right? So they had the contract drawn up, and for the past 2 weeks, Gunther didn't want to sign. He's been drawing it out. So here comes Cody Rhodes again. He's got the contract. He's like, "Are you gonna sign it? You're not gonna sign it." So Gunther comes out. Yeah, I'm not gonna sign it. Blah blah blah. So out comes Powerhouse Hobbs. Oh wait, excuse me, Royce Keys. My bad. So out comes Royce Keys. And he's like, "Well, if you're not gonna sign it, I'll sign it." So he gets in the ring, he tries to sign the contract, and Gunther stops it. Then Gunther tries to sign the contract, and Royce Keys stop it. They're fighting over a pen for about 5 minutes. Each of them are pulling on the pen like a fucking tug of war. I'm like, oh my God, why? So out comes Nick Aldis. And he goes, "Well, you two are going to have a match, and whoever wins is going to face Cody Rhodes in Italy, blah, blah, blah." I was like, all right, here we go. And I was like, this, you got to get better than this. I mean, this is not good. This is not good. And, Brie Bell and Paige is not good. This is...
So
this is not good.
So is are they expecting a kind of a PLE like Clash in Paris last year? Is that what it's?
Hey, yeah,
I think it is like Clash in Italy, isn't it? Clash.
Yeah. It's a Turin, Italy. I think it's Clash in Italy or some shit. I mean, it would be nice if it's more than 5 fucking matches, But it's I don't know. So we'll see. I don't even know if Julia's on the card, and she should be. Hello.
Yeah.
Okay,
so do you have the matches yet, Pedro?
I don't know. I'm about to get there, but I was just gonna say before we get to Clash in Italy, there is a Saturday night's main.
There's a Saturday night's main event.
Next week, yeah. Let's see. Clash in Italy is the May 31st. So far, it's just Cody Rhodes versus Gunther listed.
Yeah. So we need one match. The rest would be ads.
I will say this, James. I don't think having 4 to 5 matches is a bad thing. I think actually it's better to have things that just a few matches with a focused build going into it than say 13 matches on a show. But they're not doing a focused build for all those stories, is what you're getting at, I'm assuming. Right,
exactly. But Lux and I did an experiment, right? After WWE PLE, we went back and timed all the matches, and we timed all the ads, right? In a 3-hour PLE, it was 1 hour and 10 minutes with the matches. All the rest were ads.
Okay.
That's horrible.
2 hours of ads?
2 hours of ads. Ads and vignettes. Yes.
Oh no! Wait a minute. You can't lump ads and vignettes in together.
Yeah, they're different things,
fair.
but
no, but you know how they rehash. They retell the story. This is what happened.
That's not the same as an ad. That's content.
Yeah, you have to separate the ads from the
yeah, but you mean to tell me that you can't shorten that and get one more match in there?
No. Look, okay, let me see how I can phrase this. What is the point of the business?
Yes, we know, to make money, Pedro. Yes, we know. Okay. This is a no-brainer.
Oh, okay, but then so you're saying they're upping the ad content. What does the ad bring? What do the ads bring them?
Yeah, but if you're charging $1 billion more for tickets and you're shortening the pay-per-view and adding more ads, then at least give us another match. You're going to charge more money.
only people who are bothered by the match time are like the hardcore wrestling fans. The average person, which is the real audience for the WWE, they literally do not care. They're just like, oh, it's Monday Night Football or wrestling. It's a this and this of wrestling.
I guess.
Like they literally just don't care. Like
but now the thing is, what will make them care is when revenue slows down, when revenue starts going, when things start going in reverse. So it's kind of like how WCW was toward the end. They really had to start fucking up. To make to when they started to kill the ratings and all the dumbass Russo shit and the finger poke of doom and
because then the ad people pull out, right? The ads pull out.
Yeah, like because wasn't it a big deal like when Coca-Cola said we're not, we're ending our ads with WCW.
Yeah,
I think that was 99 or 2000. They were just like this is crap. We're not advertising on there anymore.
Did they lose advertising or Russo put the belt on himself?
I think so.
Probably, yeah. I mean, it just, that was one of the dumbest things. I mean, it doesn't have anything to do with heat or anything. It's just so dumb. I mean, it's like it was dumb when Vince did it. But at least you're still hating Vince because Vince is a semi-believable character.
Yeah.
That didn't look like a fucking tired out fucking New York Yankee fucking hedgehog.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
So hedgehog. Yeah. So Zeus, are you saying that if people want to affect change, they have to affect the revenue?
You have to affect the bottom line. You have to you have to make them, you have to do the things to and that so ratings have to drop. People have to stop coming. They have to stop selling out arenas in record numbers with record ticket prices. So
I wonder how much they had of SmackDown last night. They were in South Carolina. They were at Trick Williams' house. So that was the only thing worth watching. Yeah, because he opened the show and he got a huge ovation. His parents were in the front row. And then the Miz came out and talked shit about his parents. That was the only thing that was worth watching. The rest of the show was garbage.
Right, I mean, that crowd. I'm looking up the number off of WrestleTix.
Yeah.
Is a nice that they that's all they do is this stuff. So it says so yesterday before the event, it said current setup was 9,572 and tickets distributed was 9,022.
Okay.
So they probably had close to a sellout by the time the show was over.
All right.
With walk-ups.
I'm sure you could have got a good deal with a walk-up at the end, man.
I mean, looking at the ticket map that he posted here, there's still some good seats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, I mean, yeah, I think you're right too. So bottom line is affected. Yeah, but then they start cutting salary, and that's the case because look what they're doing, offering investors 50% of what they're making. I mean, these are the people who are not on TV, hanging out in the catering. I get it, I'm paying you to sit on your ass. But
James, not one fucking wrestler on planet Earth gives a fuck about how much money I make doing graphic design. And let me add to that, the half of the wrestlers that I've dealt with that have ever asked for a fucking price, act like I'm asking too much money for what I fucking do.
Really?
Yeah.
So, I don't give a fuck how much they get paid.
I got you. I got you, brother. I got you.
You know,
I got you.
you get paid whatever you get paid. If you don't like it, go do something else.
Yeah.
I changed my career to do this. You know, I changed my life to do this. I love what I do. You know, and
I hear you.
And the people freelance, the people that want shit from me, you don't think that my price is good? Okay, go find somebody else, man. I see, you know, I'll see in 6 months when your t-shirt fucking store is still devoid of anything original looking or new, you know.
It has 0 sales.
Right? Good idea to pass on, you know.
They're like I'm
not even like the people I've quoted money for. It's not even been like, you know, like a full price, like what I would just ask somebody off the street, you know.
I mean, not for nothing, but if I was running Lucha Underground, I would have hired you to make all our merch because your shit was hot. All the Lucha Underground characters, that shit would have been perfect. That was perfect. Perfect.
You know, I mean, a lot of that was fun and done, you know, during the show and stuff like that. You know, it's not like I had, you know, it's not. I mean, a lot of the, I mean, you know, the portrait ones were, you know, those. I think those were really nice. But I mean, it was, you know, definitely could have.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a lot of great fan art floating around at the time.
Yeah, I was gonna say some of my favorite fan art that I did of wrestlers was during Lucha Underground. I don't know if y'all remember when I did the Marvel comic book covers, but with Lucha Underground.
Mm-hmm.
And then I did that Star Wars. What was that? What was the second Disney sequel? It's really bad. The Ryan Johnson one.
They're all really bad.
I know, but the Ryan Johnson one, I did the movie poster, like the Star Wars movie poster, but with Lucha Underground characters as the people. Those
Last
were. Yeah, maybe that's what it was. Yeah,
because the first one's called
those are fun.
Hope.
What'd you say, Zeus? What'd you say? The first one's what? Hope? Oh yeah.
Because they just basically rehashed the
I swear to God, you know, I went into the theater on Christmas night with the open mind. I saw the opening trailer and I stopped watching all the rest of the trailers. I'm like, I'm just gonna go in. I'm just gonna keep an open mind and just see what happens. And I walked out and I felt like I just ate a bag of Lay's potato chips. And there's nothing.
A bag of Lay's potato chips.
Just a big bag of air and fucking tasteless nothing.
Jesus.
Like the same old shit, but in a new bag.
Yeah. Oh man, that's good. Yeah. I mean, you know, people. I mean, the person shouldn't bitch about getting a portrait done, man. They really shouldn't. You should be lucky that somebody wants to fucking. How
much we get paid? Fuck that.
Yeah. I mean, not for nothing. You want to do a portrait of me? I'm down. You know? Yeah. Whatever. You know, how much is it? No problem. You know, that's all. You know, and you know, yeah, I never understood that though. I never understood why people would bitch over paying someone who could actually. It would be a one of a kind creation because nobody draws it like you do, or like Pedro does, or like I do, or like this person or that person. It's a one of a kind piece, so you're going to pay for that, as you should.
You know, but at the same time, you know, if these guys if the people in WWE aren't happy with their pay, you know, there's a little fucking weirdo down in fucking Jacksonville is throwing around money like it's no tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, this guy.
So if you don't, you know, if you're tired of you know, working in the biggest market in the world, you know, you want to get paid more money, you know, you have that opportunity.
On Tony Khan, we'll see. It doesn't seem like he is that keen to snap up some of the people who've been let go.
He'll snatch up the New Day.
Yeah, the New Day they'll snatch up in probably the Motor City Machine Guns, but We'll see about other people.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's you know.
I was it last week we did we talk about it last week that their TV deal, like there's some questions about if it'll survive the whole when it runs out, the contract.
Who AEW's?
Yeah, AEW's.
I don't know if it's gonna. That whole thing's a mess, though, Pedro. You know, isn't that whole thing a mess? Because isn't Paramount still in limbo? Like, you know, it's supposed to buy Warner, but now it's on hold again.
I didn't know that. I think
it's on hold again, or something's holding it up.
Let me see. Paramount, Warner on hold. Let's see.
I don't think it's like official yet. So something's up. You know.
Yeah. I mean, you know.
Whatever.
But that deal runs out soon, though, right?
Oh, I don't know if it's soon. But
Is it the existing deal? Does it run out within like a year or so?
I'm not sure when it's gonna run out. I don't know. I don't remember when it was.
Why don't you ask Lux? Doesn't he know?
Lux would know.
Yeah.
Lux would know.
Yeah. Because if it does, then there's no renegotiation. It can't be until the company's sold. Oh, so it's official, I should say.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? Who knows what shady shit Tony Khan doing with all that cocaine? Who knows?
Hypothetically, a parody, satire-wise. But
if you keep us on the current deal, I'll slide you a key. Okay. Thank you.
I mean, you know, that there was, you know, the real problem back in the day for guys like, you know, Escobar, you know, was actually dealing with the physical cash.
Yeah.
I mean, there's American money buried all over fucking Colombia. You know, a lot of it's rotten.
They couldn't clean enough of it. Yeah.
But they just had so much fucking money. They, you know, I mean, his estimated wealth is way low. I mean,
well, you know, like, how do you think South Miami exploded, and why do you think there's 1,014 banks in Miami? That was all built by drug money.
Yeah.
You know, because you needed money. They had to clean their money. So since there weren't banks in Miami, they built their own. They all went legit. Yeah, it's all paid for by drug money.
Yeah.
So,
but you know,
what else?
Tony Khan.
What else is happening wrestling wise this week? I don't remember. What was the big story?
He's big. He's bad. Who butt slammed your dad?
Oh God.
Yeah.
It's Brock, a lesbian. I'm sorry. The
Mason Rook. It's me.
Me is me. No. I'll just say this. The memes people are coming up with are hilarious. I'm not saying they're nice. They're mean-spirited. Okay, they're not nice. We don't approve of being not nice to people. Blah, blah, blah. They're hilarious memes, though. Some of the memes are absolutely hilarious. But
nothing. But he reminds me just a little. And don't beat me up for saying this.
I'm about to.
Yeah, but
don't
you know, just the way.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
I'm not.
What? Of what, James?
Don't say it.
Who does he remind you of? I'm curious.
Don't say it.
Is it a beloved big man, or is it someone else?
You know it is.
It's not who Zeus thinks it is. It's not.
Who is it?
Although I can see why he would think it, but not the way he looks, but the way he moves.
Okay.
He reminds me a little bit of Bam Bam Bigelow, the way he moves.
I knew you were going to say that.
I thought he was gonna say someone else, but
Not the way he looks, but the way he can, the way he maneuvers the ropes for the moonsault. It's almost looks like the way Bigelow.
That's why.
But he does it with such ease and grace, just like Bigelow did it. He did it very well with ease. I couldn't do that shit with ease like the way he does it. He does it with ease.
James,
you
have a problem standing up and sitting down.
I mean
that is true.
I'm not I don't think anyone's saying the guy isn't athletic. We're just saying he needs to look more like he needs to look tougher. he needs to work on his look.
I mean, he and Maya Lockwood can't stand next to each other, that's for sure. But it's just I mean, they love him. They love him.
And
that's what counts. Yes, in NXT. And that's what counts. And, and the CW was bitching. They're looking for stars, so who knows?
Hey, so James, I watched an NXT match this week. I watched
Lord.
Because one of my other brothers from another mother, Bean, asked me to watch the Evil's match against Lindsay Dorado. So I watched that match. That was a very rough match.
It was
very rough.
It was rough.
Number one, neither guy seemed interested in selling to the other person, which I found interesting that neither one wanted to sell.
That match looked like Pedro unrehearsed.
Right. It was kind of there seemed to be some miscommunication going on, right?
Yeah. And a lot of it, yeah.
Neither one seemed to want to sell or bump much for the other one. Another thing I thought was a mistake. This is just me. The Lindsay is basically the exact same size as Evil. Like I was like, they should have got someone smaller to kind of put Evil over more.
Yeah.
But they looked like almost the exact same size. So I was like,
I thought Evil was going to start sandbagging Lindsay.
It was a little bit like that.
I thought he wasn't going to. I was like, wait a minute. But it looked very unrehearsed. I don't know if that was supposed to happen because this is the first time Lindsay has been on NXT TV in like a year and a half.
Right.
So I don't know how this came about.
Also, did you notice as the match went on, Evil's chops got stiffer and stiffer?
Yep.
And stiffer. I was like, this is classic Japanese miscommunication stuff you see in matches where people aren't necessarily cooperating quite like they want, so they all start getting stiffer with each other. I was like, oh, this is a little strange. It was a rough match.
It was very rough. They were again. I thought it was unrehearsed. I thought somebody said, "You know what? There's going to be you two in the match tonight. Go, boom." I think they sandbagged. A little bit of sandbagging going on.
It was not a great debut match, really. It didn't really put either person over much. And I gotta make some comments about the gear. Evil was wearing the exact same gear he had in New Japan.
Yeah, I know. What did I tell you last week, Pedro? As long as he's not doing the House of Torture stuff, and what the fuck did he come out in? The House of Torture stuff.
Like, am I wrong? Like, my expectation was he was going to have new gear. Like, he should look different.
Yeah, he should. I agree.
Some degree, he should look different.
Pedro, I agree 100%. I agree. It was House of Torture Evil. That's exactly what we got.
And also, while talking about gear, Lindsay comes out wearing like a Hugh Hefner robe, and then he takes off the Hugh Hefner robe. He does some weird little dance where he licks his hands, the back of his hands, like he's a cat, and then he's wearing these pants that are like they're tight around the butt, like tights, but then the rest are like baggy, like genie pants. And you would have to see them. They were strange. I never seen pants like these.
Want to know what I think? I don't think that match was supposed to happen. I think it was supposed to be Evil and somebody else. I don't think Lindsay Dorado was the original opponent. I think that got put together hastily, like probably same day. Because like you said, neither of them looked like they wanted to be there. Number one, they were not cooperating with each other. Number two, Evil started getting real stiff towards the end of the match
with the chops.
So with the chops, yeah. So I don't know. I don't know.
Did you notice how much trouble they have saying his new name?
Yeah,
they all say
stupid.
it like for reading a thing. Like it's like if we're talking and I was like James Zeus and StreamYard.
Naruda.
Naruku or whatever his name is. Naruku.
And it's funny because the whole crowd's chanting Evil. I'm like, does that tell you right there? Hello? You should just left it alone. But, I'm not TKO.
That's the only NXT thing I saw besides any clips of segments and stuff. So tell us what all happened on NXT.
Well, the Vanity Project is dealing with Dark. I like Vanity Project. I think they're good kids. They bump like nobody's business, man. They get the shit beat out of them. And, they fly around that ring like they have not a care in the world. I dig them. And now they got Maya Lockwood with them, who fucking body slammed 6'5", 250-pound Jasper Troy like he was nothing. And now they're feuding with Darkseid, so that should be interesting. I wonder now they're talking about Darkseid bringing in the female to deal with Maya Lockwood. So let's see how that works. Now NXT is doing this thing. I as far as I go, I think the jury's still out. But I'm not feeling it yet. But I don't know. I'm gonna give it a chance. They got this thing where Jada Parker lost, right? She had a couple of matches with Kelly Armstrong, and Jada Parker lost. So she's losing, she's sitting in the locker room taking off her tape, and in comes Natalya. And, she calls Jada Parker soft. She goes, yo, what happened to you? You got soft. And, and I'm like, oh, here we go. So she's, and, I came in, so they both starting to go a little bit back and forth. So Natty goes, why don't you come down to LFG? I'm coaching. I'll teach you some stuff. You can get back to what you do. And of course, Jada Parker's going to teach me. No, I'm trying to get with you. I'm trying to. So now they're doing this thing. They're going to have a series of matches. I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, Natty, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. I'm not feeling the story.
I think that's weird because Jada is really good on the microphone.
Yeah.
Like she's a good talker. She's got a great look. Her gear could use some work, but I mean but she looks great. She's a great looking girl. And she looks like she could beat someone up. I mean, she looks strong. The Lola Vice match is the time.
Yeah. There's no more gimmick matches with Lola Vice, okay, please.
I mean, we should know this by now. The in-ring doesn't really matter. People make too much about the in-ring. It doesn't really matter if the in-ring is bad. You just have to have a character that you can sell people on. And be able to fit
people are loving the Lizzie Smith chick. Oh my gosh,
you have to be able to tell a story. It's not that the in-ring doesn't matter. It just has to tell the story. It doesn't have to be a 17-minute marathon,
right.
Of endless horse crap and stupid over choreographed bullshit. It needs to tell the story, whatever the story is. somebody, somebody's like an injured champion, you got to play up the injury,
Mm-hmm.
and then bring in the twist at the end at the right moment, to snatch, victory away from the champ and, put the belt on somebody new or whatever, whatever it is, that's the job of the match.
Right.
And nobody ever did more with so little than Dusty Rhodes.
Right.
I mean,
Right. Yeah.
it wasn't built for epic long matches, but he still had some, not like what you would.
He could pull it out of himself if he needed to. Right.
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 But he told a great story. He sold. He, popped people. He got the crowd invested. He had them eating out of his hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what.
Well, you got to be, you got to have that type of charisma too to be able to pull that off. Those Zeus.
Well, I was gonna say he sold a lot of the reason he sold people on all of it is because his promos.
Yeah, I mean,
but still in the ring, people went, ballistic, for
whatever he did. Yeah.
He had a lot of fire in the ring. Yeah.
I think Jada Parker too could tell. I think Jada Parker could tell stories like that. Because she is charismatic. She is, and like Pedro says, she has a good look, and she's good on the stick.
She's good on the mic.
Right. So I mean, the right story behind her, I think she could work really well. Now, I don't know if the right story is Natalia Neidhart.
Right.
I don't know if that's it. I don't. So, but we'll see how that plays out. I like what they're doing. Yeah.
Oh no, keep going. No, you go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, I like what they're doing with Lola Vice. Her and Izzy Dane got this thing going on. Now they got the culling, and then now they got the iguana involved. So it's paying off. Zeus, don't be surprised if you see the culling down AAA.
Yeah,
because they're gonna follow. They're gonna follow them down there. So it should be interesting how that's playing out well. They're telling that story good. Let the whole thing go with the Lizzie Smith chick. Everybody loves this British chick and that stupid move that she does with the knee. She's getting over. Plus, she's been tag teaming with Taylor Backley, so that helps. So it should be okay.
Do you know Lizzie Smith's tie to Iron Maiden?
Yeah. Her uncle or some shit. Yeah, uncle's a drummer.
The first drummer.
Yeah,
not the famous drummer, but the first drummer for Iron Maiden.
First drummer.
I was going to say to tie back to something y'all were saying earlier, James, you were bringing up about the rumors that some people are being asked to take 50% pay cuts and stuff on the main roster. What if they took some of those people who aren't doing much and then the main roster and had them sent them to NXT for a while to help with the star power issue because apparently CW is not happy that they sent off a bunch of their.
This is what I was trying to talk about yesterday. There has to be there's a happy medium somewhere. Okay, there's a happy medium, like just like you said. There's a way you do, like set a ticket 50% and doing nothing at Acadian. See if you can find a happy medium, and you send them down to NXT, help out with the young stuff. They're not coaches. Because they're active wrestlers, they're in it, so it's better. And the star power for CW, it's a potential win-win. Because you don't want CW bitching at you either. They were bitching. How you take everybody in one shot? Trick Williams, Obafemi, fucking Javon Evans. You took Sol Ruka. You took. You took Blake Monroe. Bang, 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 bang.
Cactus Jack.
Bang, bang, bang.
Bang bang, you know. So I mean, you can appease everybody. There's a spot for this to work. There's an opportunity here. You just egos need to be pushed to the side, and things need to happen. So it's just if they're willing to do the work, it's there.
And you said they had to replace Shawn Michaels as head booker and put Zeus King Dark in his place.
Nah, I want Zeus on the main roster. I want Zeus to turn that whole company around. Okay,
Poor
turn
Zeus.
this whole shit around.
This is a revenge Zeus for last night. This is his revenge. He wants to.
No, see, I was gonna fly Zeus to Stanford. Now I put him on a fucking bus. That's it. You bastard. You can take that t-shirt and wrap it around your head, okay? Oh, come on.
You mean the James
Oh, don't.
I was about to pull it up. I was gonna be like, you're talking about the first Markout Mania shirt available for pre-order right now.
Oh, bitch slap the both of you. No.
On the back is the Markout Mania logo.
That was funny last night, guys. I give you guys your props. That was good last night. It was funny. I was laughing. I was like, oh man, you guys got jokes. Fucking Bert and Ernie over here. Okay. All right. Okay.
I mean, I am a graphic designer.
Yeah. I should expect nothing less, right?
Right.
I was like, these assholes, they're talking a lot of shit. Okay. It was fun. It was good though. I don't think anybody else in the chat was happy, but we were.
Yeah. There's a lot of it's kind of a Markout Mania jokes, not so much.
Yeah.
Just art stuff, but
our stuff, yeah. But I don't. There has to be some kind of individual. I think you nailed it. Take some of the people who aren't doing anything, and if there's got to be a way to offset some of that salary. Send them to NXT, have them be the stars that CW need and the young talent need, and boom, there you go.
So of this, Zeus has mentioned before. Zeus, you said before that they should, like, some people they could have do stuff in AAA if they're not doing stuff like. So I mean, to me it feels similar.
Well, look what they did with Grande Americanos and fucking Lola Vice and Chelsea Green. Look at Bailey. Bailey's in AAA all of a sudden, so they're doing it. So it's good. It's good.
Yeah, Joaquin and
yeah,
Bruce Del Toro, and I mean, there's a lot of talent.
He's been eating, right, Zeus? He's been eating.
So
he's been eating some of Zeus's tacos.
He's gonna look like Mason Rook's cousin soon. Right?
No, but he looked good in the ring. He did. He looked okay.
I heard.
I mean, when you talk about the happy medium, you have to, you kind of have to, you got to take it, kind of case by case, because some things just don't fly.
Right.
So, it's gotta, if you're taking a veteran, they have to understand that they've got to be the one that's got to, they need to carry the heavy load,
I think it's a great idea to have Cruz Del Toro down on AAA. He's a veteran. He knows what to do, right?
Yeah,
I mean that's perfect.
He's been in there off and on. It's kind of, there are, everywhere you go, there's egos, right? Mm-hmm. And, you look at AAA, and they don't want to completely crap on everything that they're doing and just replace everyone that's there. But you do have to go with the hot hand, and they put the they put the story on the back of both the Grande Americanos, and that's the hottest thing there.
And it's delivering.
Yeah, I mean they're they're putting in a lot of work. I mean, because Gable's doing his job great. Me and everyone else in Mexico hate him.
Right, as you should.
Rightfully
Right,
so.
right.
And that's the that shows that he's grown as an entertainer as well. So sometimes it's just these weird circumstances that work out so well.
I think Bailey could be used for AAA.
But you have to remember though, they only have like 1 hour.
Right.
So Flammer and Las Toxicas are still very popular there. And they brought in Catalina, and so
I like Catalina.
Story that they're going to want to touch on. Once
lots of cake,
once every 2 weeks.
Lots of cake. It's her second time in NXT, isn't it? Or no, she's not in NXT. She's in AAA right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's not back in NXT. Okay.
But
I like Toxicas.
Yeah, I mean,
they're awesome,
and they're all great. I mean, they're all they got a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
a lot of cake.
It's good. It's a good story, though. It's a good story. It's a good story too, because
they're good heels. They're good heels.
Yeah.
And they've got the right mix of arrogance and beauty, but sometimes they've got that the kind of that there's a little bit of a bumbly heel to them sometimes, which allows the faces to kind of come back and whatnot. So they got a good balance going on. And then then we've got Pagano and Psycho Clown.
Yeah, that whole shit's bugging me out.
So the thing is,
that shit we watched on Saturday was kind of like, I was like, whoa,
Yeah, and the thing is, it's one of those wrestling stories, because it's happened in all kinds of promotions, right? Pagano, and correct me if I'm wrong, Pedro, but Pagano traditionally was like a rule breaker. He's a Rudo.
He was part of he's part of the Clowns originally, and then he and Psycho had like a feud, like he turned on Psycho.
Right.
So he was a Rudo for a long time, and then he's mostly just been a garbage, hardcore, terrible wrestler. Yeah.
And the thing is, this has been going on for a long time. So now we're trying to get, we're pushing at the edge of the believability of the feud. It's like, what does Pagano got to do to prove himself to Psycho Clown? Is there somebody else, pulling the strings and doing this other stuff? What's it? Where's it going to end up?
Right.
So Triple Mania, I think we'll find out. And then
are we watching tonight or what? Are we watching tonight?
I'm watching it tonight. Yeah, that's for sure.
I think I am too.
Yeah. So, and then we got and then it's also an issue because they're the tag team champions, and they got the War Raiders coming after them.
Yeah.
And I tell you, War Raiders, you guys got to pick a fucking lane. You're either Vikings or you're Army men. You can't be fucking half and half. Okay? You look like retarded action figures when you come out with your War Raiders gear and a fucking Army ball cap on. Okay? Don't fucking one or the other. Fatigues and combat boots and an Army cap, or fucking Viking gear and a horned hat. Okay? I can't take this in between bullshit, Pick a fucking gimmick.
Now is the time to switch the look up, right? I mean, go
if
full
it is,
camo.
but don't fucking stop halfway. You know?
Yeah.
It's annoying.
All right, Zeus.
Especially because we have a lot of people that are committed to their gimmick, and they put a lot of time into it. So stop fucking around. It's like, okay, you know what? You're losing your hair. Shave your head. It happens. Fucking, fuck this ball cap in a fucking in an arena bullshit, man.
Now, Zeus, do we take the belt off Dirty Dom and put it on El Grande Americano?
They got to at some point.
Yeah, right. They got to.
Yeah, because Dom is going to become stale if you don't, and the belt's going to lose all meaning.
Right.
And nobody wants that. You want to keep the title.
You got to strike when your iron's hot, right?
Yeah.
Also, Dom's ceiling is higher in the main roster.
Dom is somebody who's ready to step up in WWE on the main roster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Money in the Bank.
I mean, because there's if you look at the guys who are at the top now, some of them are getting stale. Some of them have just been there so long, and so apparently something's going on with CM Punk. He's been taking off a lot of events or something. I've heard.
Is he injured again?
I don't know what it is.
Oh Lord, he's hurt again.
He lost his smile. No, I'm
I mean, he could just be exhausted. I don't know.
Yeah, he has been. Yeah. I mean, he went from AEW where he wasn't. He was only working like once a week to WWE. You're working more, so yeah, you could see.
Yeah, he went on tour. Did he go on 2 straight tours overseas?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
But I mean, but my point is, Dom is ready to be, to be at the top.
I just don't want them to slow. I just don't want them to slow roll Dom. Don't drag it out for 3 years. Have him win Money in the Bank. Have him win the strap. Have him win the big chicken shit heel. Everybody chase him for the belt.
Yeah, I mean,
just do it. Pull the trigger.
He's money. I mean, he is pure box office money. People are gonna love him or hate him, and they, and putting it, and having him be one of the biggest champions just makes more sense. And plus, he's still young enough to be able to carry some of these older guys who are out of shape.
Right.
And I mean,
right.
And to move on to the next group, because I mean that's
the
whole point.
I know.
The point of all these people that are getting released, and then bringing up new people from NXT is, you got to get ready to move forward. Because you don't want to be where New Japan is.
I know he's the face. I know he makes money. I know people buy the tickets for him. I get it. A, B, C, D. I get it. Everything. I got it. I get it. I want it. But there's got to be a time where Roman Reigns needs to step aside and Dirty Dom's got to step it up. I mean,
oh, absolutely, yeah. They're saying that that he might be, kind of sliding back into part-time again, but that still works. I mean, even because if he's gone for 3 or 4 months at a time, as long as he's not the champion, and it's just
I agree. I agree.
If you kind of
I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's okay to have him as part-time. I didn't mind him as part-time. I didn't mind Brock as part-time.
Because they didn't have the strap.
Right. And they, know, so, and I don't know if, I think that, you're looking at people's, good championship run time is winding down. And, I think Roman's kind of winding down there too. And then, certainly we've had some people that, that have been, they've been throwing spaghetti at the refrigerator door. So
yeah, they have. And plus, I don't want another Bloodline storyline. Like, really, again, host it. Come on, enough, done, move on.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah. The Bloodline is over. I mean, in my opinion, like the Heat, it was so popular. It was a massive success.
But they're trying to bring it back, Pedro, with this whole shit with Jacob Fatu, like,
it reached its natural conclusion. Like, it reached its natural conclusion and it was over. Like, so they have to.
It was already at its apex. That's it. Leave it alone. All right, Pedro. I know you've been wanting to talk about it. I know you've been obsessing over it.
What are we talking about?
I know you're driving yourself crazy. Let's bring it out. Go ahead. Let's get it on. Show us.
Wait, what are we talking about here? You want to get it on? I don't think so, Jay.
Well, you said last night this asshole was rubbing off on you. I was like,
yeah,
what?
I know. I was. That was totally poor choice of words. I did not think about how that sounds.
I was like, okay. Yeah, we fighting over underwear again.
So there is a thing that we talked about this last week. The greatest wrestler ever project going on. It started in 2000.
There we go.
Then they did it again 10 years later in 2016, and 10 years later they're doing it again in 2026.
I'll be right back. Keep going.
The things to keep in mind with it is there some of the parameters, as far as I understand, they're only supposed to consider matches, right? They're only supposed to watch matches and consider the in-ring. They're not supposed to think about promos, character work, how popular a person was, how much money they drew, how important they are to history or anything like that. They're just supposed to think about the in-ring, which I feel is the big flaw of the whole thing, because that's only part of the story of what a wrestler does. Like, a wrestler does a whole bunch of things, right, Zeus? They're
a whole bunch of what?
A wrestler does a whole bunch of things. It's not just what they're doing in the ring. It's like what they're doing in terms of the whole show. Like,
oh yeah.
I mean, it's an entertainment business. It's not I've seen
it's just it's funny because the people that care about quality of matches, it's only based on their own idea, this new modern idea of what a wrestling match should be. And in the world of wrestling's gone through a lot of changes, in our time as fans.
Yeah.
Right.
And to just, for one thing, just to make a list based off of how good somebody's matches supposedly are or aren't, it's to me it doesn't say greatest wrestler ever, right?
Oh, aren't you supposed to have the ability to tell the storyline during the match? Aren't you supposed to be able to have that ability?
These people, people, all they want is they're saying that based on how good your matches are. So yeah. It's honestly, it just feels like a bunch of people. They're just trying to stick it to WWE traditional wrestlers, and they want people like Daniel Bryan to end up as the number one.
So
it's just all this is.
So let me state a few things, which is first off, like, some of the things that we've been seeing, some of the trends we've been seeing is some of these results don't make sense with this crew of people, right? So you expect it to be the most Meltzer loving, AEW loving, modern wrestling approved type results, right? And you will see some of that. You will see some of that. Some people who that crew would like are going to be ranked very high, right? But then you're going to see people that do not fit this criteria at all, just inexplicably get high rankings, and it's just based on like emotional or character stuff, and it doesn't seem to make sense with what they're saying, right?
And
So
even we were looking at people that there's no way they should have been nominated. They shouldn't have been able to get through the nomination process that they themselves have set up.
Yeah, they had a nomination process. There had to be a write-up. There had to be matches listed, and I think so many people had to approve of a candidate. So there are people who didn't make it, and there are weird things like I think like El Santo. He didn't make the nomination process. I think the justification is lack of footage, because there is no complete match of El Santo that exists to my understanding. There is no complete El Santo match that exists footage wise. But then someone like Jim Londos, who also doesn't have a complete match, like seemingly footage wise, made the nomination process. And then
it's already inconsistent.
Well, yeah, I mean, who knows like how this really works, but it's whatever. But yeah, so these results are just up, and they're just going to be crazy. Some of it is just going to blow your mind, and I just want to show y'all some of this. I just want to get reactions. I'll be honest, I just want to get reactions. So we are starting here with the when they have pictures, okay? So we're starting from 400. I'm not making you go from the 900s and stuff. So
yeah. Well, I had to sit through the 500 fucking.
You were torturing you, Zeus?
I was.
It's just like a dog with a bone.
So number 400, Mike Quackenbush, the former owner of Chikara, right?
Quackenbush, get out of here.
Now some of the pictures they choose and some of the names they choose are going to be interesting.
Oh wait, look, he's fighting Justin Liger, right?
Yeah.
He's fighting Justin Liger?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I'm trying to find a guy in a train hat. Oh, okay. My bad.
No, yeah. So look, in 2016, he was ranked 329. In 2006, he wasn't ranked at all.
He was ranked according to who?
This same.
So again,
okay.
So let me. I should explain how this works, right? So everyone who participated puts in a ballot from 1 to 100 of who they think are the best 100 or whatever wrestlers, right? If you are, and the way the points work is like, if you have a number 1 ranking, that's 100 points. If you have a 100 ranking, that's 1 point. So it's reverse order, right? You understand that? Y'all understand that, right?
Yeah.
You understand that concept. And so then all these people, I think over 400 people sent in ballots, and then the people tabulated the results based off those points and stuff. And that's how they got these results, these rankings. It's based off that. So 400's Mike Quackenbush. Number 399 is Veiny. Veiny is a transgender wrestler from Japan. They actually started off. They were a junior heavyweight once upon a time, and there is a match somewhere. It's an intergender multi-person match with them, and Kana Asuka is involved in this match. And I mentioned that because once upon a time, Veiny went by the name Asuka when they went to being a Joshi wrestler, when they stopped being a junior heavyweight and became a Joshi wrestler. But then they had to change the Asuka name because anytime they went overseas, they had to change to a different name because Kana was Asuka in the WWE. So they became Veiny. So they're 399, not ranked in any of the previous two. I don't know who this is. Do either of you know who this is? Takuya Nomura. He has a Big Japan shirt on, so I guess that might be why I don't know.
Nope.
Yeah, so they're 398. Mr. Pogo is 397. Y'all remember Mr. Pogo?
Yeah, from FMW and
Wing and
wing.
Yeah.
And
Shoko Nakajima is 396. Shoko Nakajima is from Tokyo Joshi Pro. You probably saw her, James, on the WrestleMania week stuff. She's the big Kaiju. She's a tiny girl. But she
was
does.
in that.
She was in AEW before and a bunch
match in AEW.
The only thing from the only thing from Tokyo Joshi Pro I never want to see again is the Up Girls.
She was not ranked in any of the previous two times. Matt Hardy is 395. Matt Hardy.
Now, James, just think about this. Is based on his career body of work
of matches. His matches, yeah.
So they're saying he's the 395th best wrestler of all time based on matches.
You assholes are gonna make my defibrillator go off, aren't you? Yeah.
Okay. 394 is Solar, an older luchador, does a lot of, kind of technical type matches and stuff. He's gotten popular in recent years, even though he's older. He got more popular in his older age, it seems, with overseas people because of his matches with Negro Navarro
at Ollie's.
Oh, that's awesome. I mean,
he looks like he should be. He looks like he should be the leader of Alpha Flight.
Well, I mean, he was. I will say he was excellent in the ring. I mean,
yeah.
But I mean, he's Jacques Rougeau.
The Mountie.
And look at the picture they chose.
The Mountie. Oh.
Okay.
I can't front though. Him and Big Boss Man, they went at it pretty good.
Okay, 392, the Magnificent One, Don Morocco.
That is sacrilege. What? 392?
Is he eating a donut? I think he's eating a donut.
It's gotta be.
It's gotta be a donut.
Yeah, pot of donut, yeah.
And so he's
392. What is
and look at this, James. In 2006, he was ranked 162. In 2016, 346, and now he's at 392. So
one of the greatest moments of all time in WWF history. Him and Snooker in the Garden. What the fuck is wrong with these people? Oh my god. Don't get me started.
He's not as great as Damu's 316. And look at this picture. He's bleeding someone with a mop handle. He's stabbing someone with a mop handle. Damus 316 is greater than Don Morocco, but Arisa Hoshiki is greater than them. How
are you going to diss the Magnificent Morocco? That's sacrilege.
Arisa Hoshiki had a very short career. She did not have a long career at all because of injuries.
I never ever heard of her, to be honest.
Oh, I mean, she was kind of a big deal in Stardom for a while, but she had neck injuries.
I liked her
yeah.
matches. She was fun to watch.
I never even heard of her.
She was very good. She was very good in the ring, the original plan before the Bushi Road sale is my understanding. Like she would have likely been the one to beat Mayu for the belt. Neck injuries ended her career. She tried to do a comeback, but it was with the Actores, and that didn't last long either. So but yeah, she's at 390. Diesel Kevin Nash is at 389. Look at the image they used for Diesel.
Oz. Oh my god!
And it's so funny that they call him Diesel Kevin Nash.
Diesel Kevin Nash.
You know what? This is gonna give me odds in
picture.
Just James. Just take it and just keep him. I think the best way to look at this thing, it's a snapshot of the modern wrestling fan today.
But they're fucking idiots, Pedro.
I know, but James, that thing. What they value is different than what we value because it's a different time like that.
But also, Pedro, you're also kind of, you and these people are asking us to believe that they're making these picks in good faith, and
Right,
I don't
right,
believe
right.
that at all.
Well, I mean, I can say from the Discord stuff that now I can't say for all 400 plus people, right? But I can say roughly 100 to maybe 200 of the people who participated seem to watch a shit ton of wrestling for this project. Now, if you're watching a shit ton of wrestling, a lot of it they never seen before, but what you value is like the Meltzerism type wrestling. What you get out of it isn't going to be, say, what maybe we would get out of it, because our references and stuff is different, right? Like we come from a different time, we have sort of different thing. So I can say a good chunk of the people did sort of, I don't want to say take it seriously, but they did take it seriously in their way. But if you're taking it seriously, but what you value, what you think is important, like you were saying earlier, that sort of modern wrestling Meltzerism style is what you get out of stuff is gonna be different. So you have to look at it as kind of a snapshot. But you're right that probably half the people were also just putting names on a thing. And look, James, you mentioned the Up girls. It's the leader of the Up girls, Miyu Watanabe. She's greater than Junkyard Dog. She's greater than
Don Morocco.
Oh, I know, not Junkyard Dog. Junkyard Dog hasn't fallen yet here, but yeah, she's greater than Don Morocco and Kevin Nash.
One.
She's greater than Kevin Nash. Think about that. Like, the NWO.
What's their excuse? Oh yeah, she can sing. Oh man, my bad.
No, you can't say that, James, because it's all based on ring work.
That's right. That's right, Zeus.
This is the thing. Some of these results are just not going to make sense, like, right? In terms of what they say it's about.
If it's based on ring work, the Don Morocco runs circles around Kevin Nash. Come on.
Shelton Benjamin is greater than them, apparently. And he's got his mama.
Somebody call my mama. Oh, Lord. I'm done with this already.
But look, Johnny Valentine at 386.
We're at 387, and I'm ready to throw my tablet. Go ahead.
386 is Johnny Valentine. 385 is Azumi, which is wild to me. It's wild. It's wild. Okay, now I like Azumi. I
have to bend down to take that picture? Oh.
Yeah. I like Azumi, okay? And she's been wrestling for like 12 or 13 years because she's been wrestling since she was a little kid. But she hasn't really done that much stuff, like, you know, and she's one of those people who's real athletic and they do a lot of moves, but they don't really do much anything else. She doesn't have really a real character. She doesn't
sell.
She does. Yeah, she doesn't really sell. She's not great at, you know, just promos and character stuff. I mean, there's just a lot of things that we would value, right? That they don't value. But she's very athletic and she does a lot of moves. It's weird to me that she passed nomination process, but Starlight Kid did not. And both of them are very tied to each other in Stardom, right? Both of them, their whole histories are kind of tied to one another. They both started as kids, blah, 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 blah. They're both, you know, similar and very different at the same time. But, yeah. But she's not as good as Little Guido.
Oh.
She's not as great as Little Guido.
What the fuck is this photo?
Oh, my God.
Don Morocco and Kevin Nash. And Road Warrior Hawk is greater than them. Of course he is, but
here he is with Mike Tenay on the 1-900 number.
But he's not as great as this guy, who I do not know who he is. Do you know this person, either of you?
No.
Tano,
Muay Thai fighter.
Yeah, I know. Tano Musaku Toba. I do not know them. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't know them.
So
Zeus, didn't you kick his ass once, Zeus?
Well, how many votes?
There, Pedro?
So he wasn't ranked the previous two. He got he had 23 votes. A high vote is 16. His highest vote was at 16. So someone ranked him the 16th greatest wrestler.
See, this is just ridiculous.
Oh my god!
But what about Chris Candido?
People.
What about Chris Candido at 381? Terrible picture they chose for him, but
right?
Chris Candido. JBL is greater than Don Morocco and Kevin Nash. JBL with the dinosaur. I do not know Gentaro. I'm just gonna be honest. I do not know Gentaro.
I don't know Gentaro either.
He is greater than them. And the big cat Ernie Ladd. I'm kind of surprised he made this list. But not because he was bad or anything. It just because of him being older and these people. But the big cat Ernie Ladd 378. He's not as great as Suwama.
Suwama's just not. I mean,
he's just not exciting, right? He's just kind of an average dude. It's not that he's bad, but he's just a dude. I mean,
he looks like an Uber driver.
He had the Triple Crown title a number of times. I think he had the GHC title before as well. But I mean, it's whatever. And then they're not as great as Milano Collection AT. And he's not as great as Keno from Noah. Shocking. And then they're not as great as Takako Inoue. She's from All Japan Women, had the famous tag team with Kyoko Inoue, and she's kind of most famous now she did a bunch of nude gravure stuff like towards the late 90s, early 2000s. That got her more popularity than anything. I don't know if you guys know this. She had a tryout with the WWE in the 2000s. Nothing came of it, but they flew her in at some Raw taping or a broadcast to do a tryout before the show. So she actually has. They actually looked at her once upon a time, but she was later into her career at that point. So, because she started in the late 80s in All Japan Women, so. But she was just in good shape or whatever. I do not know Matt Tremont. I know he's a deathmatch wrestler. I think he's this fat guy who's bleeding. He's this fat guy who's bleeding.
Yeah.
He is greater than Kevin Nash and Don Morocco and all these.
He wrestles a lot for like Garbage Can and Combat Zone.
You don't say. You don't say. And then they're not as great as this guy, Alexander. However you say his name, Naviev. Alexander Naviev. There you go. He has someone voted him number 1, and look,
he's got a magic marker for. He's got a Sharpie for a fucking tattoo.
Right?
Yeah.
Another thing, James, is we have theorized that possibly these wrestlers have burner accounts in this Discord.
Oh, and they voted for themselves.
Yeah.
Okay,
gotcha.
But I want you to hear. They put a quote here from the person who voted him number 1. I enjoy a sense of realism in my professional wrestling. No one other professional wrestler has made me feel a greater sensation of real danger than Alexander Naviev. The things this man has done to other human beings in a Russian backyard and other bleak venues is beyond our comprehensions. So he is a backyard wrestler from Russia.
Oh my god!
I can't.
But hey, Paul London is greater than him. At least Paul London is greater than him. 371. Chicky Star at 370. Chicky Star, kind of surprising. One of the Jumping Bomb Angels at Tsuki Yamazaki at 369. That doesn't make any sense to me, but whatever. like them being greater than Don Morocco and Kevin Nash, people who actually move the business. But and then Gino Hernandez is at 368. Is that Medusa with him in this picture, by the way? It looks like
that's
her.
Baby Doll.
Oh, it's Baby Doll. Okay.
Andrea the Giant.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they even know who Gino Hernandez is.
Andrea the Lady Giant. Well, he did have a Dark Side of the Ring.
Yeah, he did have a Dark Side.
Good point. Good point.
I think it was the first one, wasn't it?
It's one of them.
No.
But he's not as great as Sarah Del Rey, just so you guys know. He's not as great as Sarah Del Rey.
Her greatest accomplishment is a trainer, not as a wrestler.
She had a big thing in Shimmer and Ring of Honor once upon a time, but yeah, her biggest contribution has been as a trainer, yes. And Naoki Sano, you guys remember him from late 80s and 90s New Japan. He is not as great as Demolition Axe, who apparently they can't call the Masked Superstar or Bill Eadie, but it's Demolition Axe. He's just Demolition Axe now. He in 2006 he was 207, 2016 221. Now he's 365. That's quite a drop, Zeus. It's quite a drop. The high vote, he got a high vote of 14. The
Terminator entrance.
That was the high voter for him. Terminator entrance was the high voter. He's not as great as Yamato. So Zeus, next time you talk about Masked Superstar, be sure you say he's not as great as Yamato.
Yamato was better.
I haven't seen much of him, so I can't tell you.
Oh my god!
And neither of them are as good as Marty Jones. He's a British wrestler.
My god!
Boy, if
this guy looks like
he's World of Sport. It's
yeah.
He looks like he sells car insurance. Oh, come on, man!
You're right, Zeus. He does look like you see this. You go, oh, that is a World of Sport wrestler. You're right. He's not as great as Jerry Lynn, who is here. I don't know what Jerry Lynn is doing here with that dude.
Whipwreck, right?
Yeah.
No, is that Sinister Minister?
Looking for the Sinister Minister's either his coke or his finger.
Oh no!
Yeah, there you go.
No. They're not as great as Ron Simmons. I found that shocking. See, this is the things that I find weird. I understand Jerry Lynn being popular with this group of people. Ron Simmons being popular with them is kind of surprising, but
you couldn't find a better picture than that with the fucking Farouk. You couldn't get him with the WCW strap, really?
But the thing is like Ron Simmons based on his matches,
right?
You know, there's the Vader match.
Yeah, I was just about to say the Vader match. What was the other match he had? When he was champ, Zeus.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what it was too.
It was after Vader.
Yeah.
I can't remember. God damn it! But it was a good match.
It's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Ron Simmons. I
do too. I mean, but you got to figure that. I mean, because this has got to be. I mean, this is it's kind of like having Demolition X. I mean, it's like for just Demolition X. I mean, it's like if he's just Ron Simmons, like his I don't know.
He's not as great as Carlos Amano. Just so you know, she was a Joshi worker from the late 90s and the 2000s. Nothing wrong with her, but I mean, she was never a big star, so it's just weird. And then Kazusada Higuchi. I do not know Kazusada Higuchi, and I don't know if he's the one being suplexed or the person suplexing. I don't know, but they apparently are greater than them. Kofi Kingston is greater than he is. understandably. But who is greater than Kofi Kingston? I wonder. Michael P.S. Hayes. Michael P.S. Hayes. But who's greater than Michael P.S. Hayes? The Monster Abyss. The
That's not even the best piss. That's when he's Chris Park.
Or Joseph Park or whatever he was.
Yeah. It's the fucking Joseph Park, whatever.
Hey, look at this. Not ranked in 2016. Not ranked in 2006. But finally is ranked now. He's not as great as Mark Henry, which is true. Mark Henry is great. That's not false. It's not false. And he's not as great as Kaori Yoneyama.
Fuck on.
Kaori not as great as Ian Rotten. Ian Rotten is greater than Don Morocco.
Stop.
Ian Rotten is greater than them. Imagine that. Ian Rotten, even just say Ian Rotten being greater even than Kaori Yoneyama is almost kind of surprising. But saying he's greater than Mark Henry, Michael P.S. Hayes, one of the fabulous Freebirds. Kofi Kingston at least got to win a title at WrestleMania.
But that doesn't matter. It's all based off how good your matches are.
I know. Hey, look, the high vote for him was 7. So someone voted him the 7th greatest wrestler ever. And the person who voted for him, their handle is Bastard. Bastard with an E.
Okay.
But Brody Lee is greater than them, just so you know. 352. He's greater. He gets a whole YouTube celebration of his life put on there, but he's not as great as Toshio Yamada.
Come on.
Oh God.
She is from All Japan Women fine wrestler, but I mean, you know, Big Show is at 350, and look at the picture they show with the Big Show.
What is that, Jingle All the Way?
Yeah, Jingle All the Way. He's not as great as Adam Cole. Adam Cole, baby, is greater than the Big Show and Don Morocco and Kevin Nash. Chuck Taylor is greater than Adam Cole. Process that for a minute. Chuck Taylor.
Oh God.
Chuck Taylor is greater than them. But Mio Momono,
like
I have no idea. Yeah, it's like a Turkish thing. But Mio Momono is greater than him, which she hasn't had a very long career. She hasn't been around that long. It's kind of weird that she would rank this high. But she's often injured too. I want to say she's often injured, but and not as great as Naruki Do.
Who?
He's as a junior heavyweight guy from Japan. Carl Malenko is at 345. I don't know Carl Malenko. I'm being honest. I don't know Carl Malenko. Are you all familiar with Carl Malenko?
Nope.
No, but that's if it's the guy on top of it, that's a Lithuanian flag, right? Right.
People were saying that this is neither person in this picture is him. It's like some move that he's done. But so who knows? Who knows? Gorgeous George. Gorgeous George, the first television superstar of wrestling, is at 344. But he's not as great as Sakura Hirota. I was a big fan of Sakura Hirota once upon a time, but she is a comedy wrestler. She is like the funniest comedy wrestler maybe of all time, but she is a comedy wrestler. She is 343. But Pat Patterson is greater than her, at least. Pat Patterson,
really. But
Etsuko Mita is greater than Pat Patterson. Etsuko Mita is the person who invented the Death Valley Driver. In case y'all don't know, she did invent the Death Valley Driver. She's from All Japan Women once upon a time. She's not as great as the Amazing Red.
Well, you knew he was going to be up in this motherfucker.
Yeah, stand him.
And he's not as great as Mark Rollerball Rocco, the first Black Tiger, right? He's the first Black Tiger.
Right.
Yeah. And he's not as great as Amazing Awesome Kong. Awesome Kong is greater than him. Even though she had such a short career, like relatively, her career was pretty short. But they're not as great as Jimmy Rave. Process this for a moment. Jimmy Rave is above some of these people we just passed by.
Jimmy Rave.
Nane Takahashi is greater. Gary Albright. Gary
Albright. His biggest thing was UFWI, right?
Well, in All Japan, he did
All Japan.
He had some much loved matches in All Japan.
Yeah.
They're not as great as Johnny Gargano. Johnny Gargano. He's greater than Don Morocco, Kevin Nash, Kofi
Gorgeous
George. But not as great as Momo Nakanishi.
They're fitting an adult-sized chair, but
he's not. He is larger than Momo Nakanishi. I will say that he is larger in size than Momo Nakanishi. Wildfire Tommy Rich is greater though. So
wow, that's a rare picture,
right? That's like the fittest I've seen him. Is right there.
Wow.
He's not as great as Emi Sakura though.
Oh, good.
Jesus Christ. And she's not as great as Kaoru.
What the fuck is that?
She was from All Japan Women, and then she did Gaia and a bunch of other stuff. I think she started in 85 or 86, something like that. I do not know this guy. I don't even know how to say his name. Muninori Sawa?
Muninori Sawa.
I don't know him. I don't even recognize
what belt is that?
I don't know. I don't even recognize. That's what I was saying. I don't even recognize the belt that he has on. Someone ranked him. The high vote was 28. He's not as great as British Bulldog Davey Boy Smith.
He was capable of having good matches, and they had, good matches as the Bulldogs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's not as great as Masanobu Kurisu. I don't know who that is. And he's not as great as Adrian Adonis, which is true.
I like Adrian Adonis.
Yeah, I do like Adrian Adonis.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Adrian Adonis.
But, see, that's the thing.
See,
match work. It's like it's a lot of character shit in it.
Well, but
but also he was shaped like a circle, but he could move. That boy could move.
He went kind of. He got large.
Yeah, like before he started getting too overweight. If you ever see the title matches he had with Bob Backlund, those are pretty good matches, in my opinion. Those are pretty good matches. The ones that they had in Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, the matches where he was teaming with Jesse Ventura were good too.
And then when who was him and that one guy in they're the tag champions in the WWF. I can't remember the guy's name. What is his name? They're tag champions. Dick Murdoch. Yeah. They're a fantastic tag team in the WWF.
And it's so weird. Like you wouldn't think you'd put those two guys together.
Right.
That wouldn't have happened anywhere else but the WWF.
That's a good point.
Captain Redneck and fucking that guy.
Cross-dresser.
Dragon Kid is greater than him. Dragon Kid at 325. Masa Saito is greater than him, so that's good. He is greater than him. Yeah. So that's not incorrect. But he's not as great as Kazuyuki Fujita.
Come on.
And they're not as great as Fuminori Abe.
What?
And he's not as great as Tsuyoshi Kikuchi. Well, Kikuchi, he had a fairly decent career, but not a main event guy ever. But I know that's not what they're considering. I know this is my own thing filtering in there. But Kevin Von Erich at 320, that surprised me.
Wow.
They probably only know Von Erich through a movie.
Carl Gotch at 319.
There's no way they know who Carl Gotch is. Come on.
Really high.
Okay, the high voter for him is 8. The high vote for him, so someone ranked him the 8th greatest wrestler. Junkyard Dog is at 318. JYD is at 318. Note, in 2016 and 2006, he was not ranked. So this is his first time to make
They just popped in there.
The first time to make
revelation amongst themselves that suddenly
Had they not watched him itself? Jesus.
And so the high vote was 10. High vote for him was 10. But he is not as great as Dennis Condrey. Dennis Condrey, 317, who's not as great as the natural Butch Reed. The natural Hacksaw, sorry, Butch Reed.
the natural hacksaw.
That's what they put here.
Natural Hacksaw.
I know that wasn't his name, but that's what they put.
A natural Hacksaw? Who?
And then he's not as great as Speedball Mike Bailey. Speedball Mike
Bailey.
Speedball
Mike Bailey
is greater than JYD, Don Morocco, Kevin.
I'm tired of everybody sweating Speedball Mike Bailey. Oh, he's the future. No, he's not.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's
not.
He's not, and he's not as great as he's not as great as Kazushi Sakuraba. There he is. Zeus. There's Sakuraba. There's Sakuraba. So
Speedball Mike Bailey.
Sakuraba
is he going to tell me Jimmy Jacobs was top 5?
A lot of his matches in Japan and in pro wrestling were comedy.
Right. Well, but he did have in the shoot stuff, he did have big main event type matches, but that's a different environment.
I mean, this hasn't been a list of
right. Yeah, guys. I know. See, I keep bringing up main event and status. That's not what they're considering. I understand.
Yeah, it can't be.
I understand this, but their matches. Yeah,
this is disgusting.
The Iron Sheik is at 313.
Oh man.
And the Iron Sheik is not as great as New Jack.
What timing was that? What timing? The Iron Sheik and right at New Jack.
And a New Jack known for his high work rate matches.
Somebody voted him number 3.
The high vote is that Billy Gibbs guy. He voted someone else earlier.
Yeah,
he was the one. He was the one who voted the Russian guy. He voted the Russian guy number 1. He voted the Russian guy number 1.
You gotta be shitting me.
But James? Who's greater than New Jack? Who do you think is coming up?
I'm afraid. Masakatsu
Funaki is greater than him. Is greater than him. And Fritz Von Erich is greater than him. Okay? Former AWA world champion, the patriarch of the Von Erich family, had those great matches with Giant Baba that I love to death in Japan. So you got that.
His Iron Claw was nasty.
Yeah.
Well, he had those hands. That's why too. Hands were huge.
Yeah, but he put people in a headlock and just clamped 4 fingers down on one temple and the thumb on the other, like he's trying to pop it out like a zit.
He's not as great as Diamond Dallas Page. Diamond Dallas Page at 309. And Diamond Dallas Page is not as great as this guy, Masashi Aoyagi. I don't know who he is. I'm just going to be honest. I don't know him.
I think he was in that same group that with O'Hara.
Oh, okay. That explains.
Wearing the gis and hanging out with Kabuki and
that's right.
Koshinaka and Kengo Kimura.
You're right. That's
okay.
But holy shit, I can't name a match. It is
not as great as Ayako Hamada. Gran Hamada's daughter, half Mexican, half Japanese, was a big star in the Joshi scene, but some of that was during the dark period, and then tons of drug issues kept her outside of Japan. I think she's still in Mexico at the time, but yeah, she got into a lot of drug issues. Poor lady. Negro Navarro is greater than her, though. Known mostly for being a maestro type wrestler now, doing technical stuff, but I mean he's old man. But La Fiera, another luchador guy from the past, I think he's been dead a while, or I think he died recently. Actually, I think he died recently. But Chris Sabin is greater than them, though. Chris Sabin, 304. And Ray Phoenix is greater than them. Ray Phoenix, 303. Rhea Ripley's at 302. Rhea Ripley, greater than Gorgeous George. And a bunch of people. Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer is greater than her, though. So at least you got that. And Fujita Junior Hayato. I don't know who this is. He's at 300. I never heard of this.
Where's that trophy from?
I don't know. He's in a wrestling ring, so that belt looks like an old boxing belt or something. But
that's not an old Noah belt, is it?
No, it's not Noah. No, it's not.
It's not All Japan Junior Heavyweight belt either.
I don't think so. I don't think it is. I don't know what that is, but there you go. And then Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert is at 299. Wahoo McDaniel, 298. Look at the picture they chose for Wahoo.
From his football days.
Yeah.
He had great matches.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he did.
When he chopped somebody, you heard it throughout the arena.
He's not as great as Kazuo Yamazaki. Who's not as great as Takeshi Ono, who I'm not familiar with him. I can tell he's some junior heavyweight wrestler, but he's not as great as Classy Freddie Blassie, which is true. I mean, Classy Freddie Blassie had a great wrestling career, and he also had a great career as a manager. But
Council Net Geeks.
Someone voted him number 1, so he's not as great as the gun wielding member of Fart.
Hair Fart.
Hair Fart. He's not as great as Hair Fart at 294. Who's not as great as Johnny Saint. Another World of Sport dude. I like James' your reaction. Just no. Well, what about Andy Kaufman at 292?
And
hey, he's not as great as Fuerza Guerrera, though. So at least there's that. Fuerza's not as great as Sean, the 1-2-3 Lightning 6 X-Pac Kid Waltman.
Ooh. benefit of copyright strikes? Listen, that way I gotta put all that shit? Jesus.
Hey, they're not. He's not as great as Tsuyoshi Kozaka.
Who
That's
apparently fought in
wild.
UFC.
He did UFC and he did some other MMA, but he also did that work shoot stuff like in rings and so forth. Yeah. Survival Tobita. I'm not familiar with him, but he's 288. Sema is 287.
Shima.
Sheamus. Look at the picture for Sheamus.
Use Beaker.
God damn. The disrespect is huge.
I'm saying.
To rank him that high end.
I'm saying that's
Beaker.
He's not as great as Utami Hayashishita, who hasn't been around very long. He's not a long career, and here she is higher.
She's better than Beaker.
She's not as good as Charlotte though. Charlotte at 284. But Pero Aguayo Jr. Above her. Shuji Ishikawa. I'm not familiar with him, but there he is at 282.
There he is.
Kyle O'Reilly is 281. MS1 is at 280. He's a luchador, was a Rudo, part of a big faction. He had a very famous apuestas with Sangre Chicana or whatever. It was a long time ago. It's a great match, though. It is a great match, but I don't know too many other matches from Austin Aries. Shockingly.
Get the fuck out of here.
Mass Super, Zeus, you can tell people Mass Superstar is no Austin Aries.
You know Austin Aries, Zeus.
James, you can go Don Morocco. He's pretty good. He's not Austin Aries.
He's not Austin Aries. The Beneficent Morocco.
Johnny Mundo.
The Beneficent Morocco is not magnificent enough. He ain't Austin Aries. Oh my stars and garters! What are we watching here?
The original Sheik.
The original Sheik. Oh.
Now, yes, the original Sheik is a much bigger star than these people than Austin Aries, right? But think about they're supposed to only be considering matches. They're supposed to only be considering matches. Sheik's matches are just like brawls, right? They're just big bloody.
They're not even matches.
They're just big bloody spectacles.
You're barely in the ring. What do you? What?
It's wild. And the high vote for him, someone voted him the 6th greatest wrestler ever. The 6th greatest wrestler ever. Living legend Larry Zbyszko is 277. Dragunov is greater than Larry Zbyszko, though. But Jay White is greater than Dragunov. Jay White does have more of a career than Dragunov, I guess, just on the New Japan stuff. But yeah, there you go. Yoshinari Ogawa is greater than him. I don't know if do you guys remember him? He was from All Japan. He was like a junior heavyweight champion in All Japan.
Yeah.
He did the Noah jump.
Ogawa. Yeah,
he did the Noah jump. Taka Michinoku is at 273. Tracy Smothers, 272.
Oh.
Wow. Of all the fucking tag team wrestlers that we've seen gone by, Tracy Smothers this high. This is hilarious.
Yeah. Athena is greater than him, though. Athena's greater than him. Osamu Nishimura, who died recently, right? He died in the last year or so. Yeah, he's at 270. Hacksaw Jim Duggan, highest rated Hacksaw, is at 269. Known for his amazing 5-star match.
Right?
Booker T is at 268. let's see. Super Porky, Barazo de Plata. Huge star in Mexico, to be honest with you. But surprising to see him on here. Super Porky. He's not as great as Penta. Who's not as great as Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair, shockingly this high. I would not expect her to be this high on but there you go. But she's not as great as Masato Yoshino, who I never heard of, even though we're looking at his picture. I never heard of this guy. Then El Desperado, Zeus. El Desperado.
There you go, Zeus.
Really high. I love his work, but I do.
He's not as great as Jackie Sato. Jackie Sato was a major star for All Japan Women in the late 70s and early 80s. But I mean, I don't know what that means really in terms of, other stuff. But Bobby the Brain Heenan at 261, wearing the weasel suit. Magnum TA at 260.
Now, honestly, really for oh my god,
say it.
Okay, keep going.
No, say it. What were you? Say what you want to say.
Zeus is done. Zeus is done.
I mean, I probably would have put Heenan over Magnum, but I digress.
Who's greater than Magnum? Koji Kanemoto. Koji Kanemoto.
All right.
And Hiroshi Tenzon's greater. Dax Harwood, the bald fart.
Ridiculousness.
Stop.
This is what I'm saying, man. All these people in the fucking Discord, they're all fucking discussing this for shit because there's no way this douchebag gets this fucking high without everybody fucking agreeing that he should be somewhere near 300 or 250.
He's not as great as Sid Vicious, which is true.
Obviously.
Yeah. Ricky Dozan, the guy who created Puroresu, basically, is at 255. He's just greater than Fart, a bald Fart.
Bald Fart, yeah.
Also want to remind you, Ricky Dozan, his match against Lou Thez and his match against the Destroyer and his match against Freddie Blassie, these were the television ratings back in the day in Japan for these matches were like around 80% of the country were watching television to see.
Yeah, it was ridiculous amount of
insane, insane television ratings. So this is not like a minor star for that scene, right? This is like the most major star. I mean, he's the one who basically creates the form over there. He is not as great as Kushida. He's not as great as Kushida. Who's not as great as this deathmatch wrestler, Masashi Takeda.
Get the fuck out of here.
Who's not as great as this dude. I never heard of this person. Keita Yano.
I have no clue who that is.
Don't know. He's not as great as Batista, which is true. Batista is a bit greater than that guy. But
yikes! What a terrible photo.
Batista not as great as Austin Idol. Who's not as great as Kagetsu Zeus. She had like a 12-year career, I think. And most of it was being an indie or a freelancer, and then the Stardom run. And then she's gone. So yeah, I don't know what to say. The Sandman. The Sandman is greater
because he's had 5-star matches.
He's had so many great matches.
Oh, he's not as great as Yumiko Hata. Yumiko Hata. Command Bowl Show. This I cannot believe it. They love her in this project. I've seen the discussions. They love her, and I cannot wrap my mind around it. She was nothing wrong with her in-ring and stuff, but she was just like, like an undercard, mid-card lady, The biggest moments she had were when Dynamite Kansai shoot kicked her upside the head and people would call it punting the clown because her mask is like a clown gimmick. And then there was a title match where she took off her mask to surprise the opponent to try and win the title. So those are the two most famous things I can think about her. Mima Shimoda from Slap Nuts, Jeff Jarrett, 244.
Well, they nicknamed him Slap Nuts.
Look at this,
Nick Double J.
Nick Gage.
Oh,
Nick
get the
Gage.
fuck out of here.
No.
This is the bullshit we're
Exactly. Exactly.
No.
This is there's no defending this. Not even with the criteria that they are supposedly following. There's no defending this.
Even according to their own criteria, that's wrong.
That's what I just said, James.
I mean, it is just so stupid. I mean, fucking New Jack had. I mean, if you want to talk about garbage wrestlers, New Jack has way better bell to bell matches than this schmuck.
I think Zeus. I think he must have voted for himself somewhere in this because the high vote is 6, and the person who voted it is their handle is Choose Death.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's only one more page. Timothy Thatcher is.
Oh my god,
Timothy Thatcher, and then Seth Effin Rollins at 241. The picture they chose, and then Psychosis at 240. And then are you ready?
Are you?
Time to play games.
Time to play games.
Triple H at 239. Now I want to show you guys something about this. Okay, so they made a point to do something here. Someone voted him number 2, and they made a point to say the person's name, and they voted Triple H number 2, and then they made a point to shame every single person who voted for him. They didn't do this for anyone else. Okay,
right.
They list who's the high voter, yes, for everyone,
right.
But they don't list who the other voters are. They made a point to shame anyone who voted for Triple H.
Wow.
They made a point to vote anyone who voted for Triple H.
Poor War Penguin.
Right. Poor Ireland for Devil Masami. But Flying Brian Pillman is greater than Triple H, and Masahiro Chono is greater than Flying Brian, and the man of 1,000 holds, Dean Malenko,
which is shocking for this crowd. You'd think he would have been ranked higher.
Hey, look, Zeus in 2006, 90, in 2016, 124. Now he's at 236. So. He's not as great as Superstar Billy Graham. Superstar Billy Graham. Well, see, this is what's surprising. I don't. Superstar Billy Graham, much bigger star than Dean Malenko, but does he a better in-ring worker than Dean Malenko?
Right.
Isn't that what they're supposed to be considering?
Who had better matches?
So who's greater than Billy Graham? How about Orange Cassidy?
Oh, stop!
I didn't do this, James. I didn't rank these people.
Yeah, no.
Jack
You're
Evans.
getting fucking ridiculous now. Like, come on.
Look, Jack.
I was wondering when Jeff was gonna fall around.
Look, Jack Evans. Jack Evans is higher than Orange Cassidy. Christopher Daniels is higher than them. Well, Christopher Daniels should be higher than Jack Evans and Orange Cassidy, but none of them should be in this range anywhere. But Vern Gagne just beats Christopher Daniels and Orange Cassidy. And James Lex Luger, the total package. The total package, Lex Luger at 230, but he's not as
He's
great.
better than Vern Gagne.
He's not as good as Takashi Sugiura, who's not as great as Kyrie. He's not as great as Kyrie. This is insane.
Lex Luger's greater than Vern Gagne? Oh my stars and garters.
Kyrie's greater than Lex Luger?
Kyrie.
Yeah.
Some of this stuff has to be emotional voting, in my opinion. Some of this stuff is just emotional voting.
No. In ring only.
And then Razor Ramon Scott Hall is 227. And Kento Miyahara, remember the guy? No, that's someone else. Kento Miyahara is the All Japan guy who they've put the Triple Crown on a gazillion times in recent years, but he's in 226. Gran Hamada at 225. Satoshi Kojima at 224. Tam Nakano at 223. That's wild. But now, in her, to be fair to her, she was a massive star in the past few years for Stardom, and drew her retirement match last year drew a huge audience for. But I mean, she hasn't had that long a career. It's just weird. Invader Run at 222 is Invader 1.
Yeah, I like how you can snap somebody and still make the list.
So did we shame who voted for him?
Hold on. So yeah, Invader 1 is the guy who killed Bruiser Brody. Okay.
Right.
No, well, I mean they list who the high voter is, but yeah, they don't.
I know, but I'm saying they didn't. Actual murderer.
Right.
They didn't shame.
Yeah, Triple H voters get shamed, but the person who killed Bruiser Brody does not. They don't. Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff is greater than him, though. That's good. Ron Garland. I wish Brian Bell was here. Ron Garland at 220.
Yeah, but
that's it right now. That's all they have on this right now. But there you go.
Oh my God.
I apologize to everyone I took up so much time with that, but
I'm afraid to see what the rest of this list looks like.
We won't know for a while. We won't know for a while.
Good, because I don't need to go back to the hospital because this is ridiculous. First of all, how the hell is Lex Luger better than Vern fucking Gagne? Okay, come on, stop.
It's all just where they wanted it to be. They all got together.
Lex Luger in ring is better than no one. No one.
James I think we can say comfortably that Lex Luger is at least better than Nick Gage. No, he's at least better than Nick Gage. You come on.
Come on.
At least give him better
fine. He's better than Nick Gage. He's even, you know what? He's even better than Ultimate Warrior. I'll give you that. But Vern Gagne? Vern Gagne. Come on. He's better than the Magnificent Morocco?
A
lot better.
A lot of holy shit. Oh God. It's so ridiculous. That's what's funny.
Yeah, it really is.
So ridiculous.
It's so absurd.
Oh man. James, do you have anything to promote for this week?
I'm too upset. I think I might be doing some I'll be doing some Raw House Radio this week again. And then next Saturday I'm gonna curse Pedro and Zeus out for making me listen to this fucking list.
Oh my goodness!
Like I said, you didn't have to listen to the bottom 500.
Yeah, some of the other stuff.
Thank God. You know, Zeus, I take that back. I feel sorry for you. My bad.
Yeah, some of the other stuff would have drove you crazy too, James.
I can imagine you must have lost your shit.
I mean, the amount of people that didn't get in at this, you know.
Yeah, I mean, if we went through the list of people who didn't pass the nomination process but got a vote, so they weren't eligible, that list is insane in its own.
Yeah.
So I mean,
oh my God! Like, come on.
Zeus, you got anything going on this week, Zeus?
Nothing. You know, just moving forward, just getting things ready. To finish.
Oh, you guys gonna make fun of me on our jam this week again? Yeah.
No. We won't. I gotta come up with something cooler to do on Art Jam, but to make fun of James.
Well, you know, you started to get me happy with the Xenomorph, and then you drew tails. I was like, what are you doing?
The Xenomorph, I underestimated. I was like, oh, I can, because there are times I just scribble out stuff really fast. So I was just like, oh, I can do this. But then I couldn't. I was like, oh shit, it's too much structure and stuff to deal with. I can't do this in time. I just couldn't. But yeah, I'll be doing the same junk as always, all the streaming stuff and all that. I got a new album coming out June 5th, but that's a bit to go. Woo-hoo. But anyways, everyone take care. Oh, we didn't really have viewers. That's my bad. Everyone take care.
Well, you know what? Lucky for them, because they wouldn't have to sit through this goddamn list. Oh, that's a good on them.
Everyone take care. Adios.
Later. Have a good weekend, people.